So just to recap, 3 events last night got locked off. As you saw by my previous video, the first one was the Originals Festival. You had a stampede where you saw grown men rushing the gates, pushing over girls, whatnot. It was a madness. Allegedly, you also had a security guard or a bouncer get stabbed. Then you had Brixton Pop, or Pop Brixton, where people came and couldn't act right, so they locked it off. Then lastly, we had Sands UK, where there were issues with the microphones and whatnot. Then you had people throwing bottles, chairs, whatever on stage. 3 events, 3 locked off. We gotta get it together, because sooner or later we would not have no more spaces for black people to go to. And next week we got Notting Hill Carnival, and we already know what's gonna happen over there. I even predict it's gonna be the last carnival held in Notting Hill. You guys know everything we do is already scrutinized heavily. So when you're out here keeping up with foolishness, it just gives people more of a reason, do you get what I'm saying, to say, you know what, it's time to pull the plug.
Alright, Shalom Yasharallah. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise and glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, Rakach Vadrash, for giving me the spirit and a moment to do this lesson. Lord willing to be edifying to the hopeful elect, we'll try to make this as quick as possible. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone who I learned this truth from. I'm not officially a part of their camp, but I will say that I learned strictly under their teachings, as I recognize them through the Holy Spirit to be the real prophets that are sent to guide us to the correct way to salvation. Shalom to you Israelites on the highways and hedges, giving up your body as a living sacrifice. Shalom to you few Akwaf that may be watching, listening and learning. And Shalom to you Israelites scattered abroad that may look like these other nations, but your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, making you a Hebrew Israelite. Alright, so as you saw in the opening clip to this lesson, right, basically, in a nutshell, you know, when so-called black people congregate, there's always a problem, man. It's never a good thing. Nothing good ever comes out of too many so-called black people gathering together in one place, because they don't know how to act. You know, we're under heavy curses, man, and we don't behave the same way as most of these other nations behave when they get together, man. You know, I mean, I'm not saying like Edomites are innocent when they get together, because they be acting a damn fool too, but they don't be shooting up the place. You know, they don't behave themselves as much in a way that is embarrassing to their nation of people, man. You know, and this is what I want to kind of speak on today, because it's becoming a serious issue to the point where it's just not worth it anymore, man. It's not worth, you know, gathering together with these people, even though there's not much fun to, you know, life is always work. There ain't a lot of fun to do.
Keep right.
And us as people, you know, we desire a little bit of downtime here and there, man. But it's getting to the point where we're so close to the end, and you know, gross darkness is upon the people. People are waxing worse and worse. Scriptures speak about when iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? Roughly paraphrasing. So basically, you know, people just lack love, they lack common sense, they lack the ability to behave civilized, especially when gathering together in mobs, in large groups, right? So it just gets to the point now where it's ridiculous, and it just ain't even worth it anymore, man. Might as well just you know, wait for the Lord, wait for the kingdom to come, because, you know, everything is destroyed. Society is destroyed, the people are destroyed. You know, everybody's just suffering from mental health issues, and you know, they ain't right in their heads. In all honesty. So it's just, you just gotta separate from these people, man. I don't see what the desire is to be around a multitude of niggas, man. You know, excuse my French, but you know, that's how they behave, you know. It's no wonder these other nations hate us so much, because we give ourselves such a bad rep, man.
After 900 yards, keep right.
It's lucky for any background noise. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear, but I'm on the plantation as per usual. And you know, this is just what it is, man. Just work, you know, do these lessons, tune into, you know, the elders and the apostles lessons, get some edification, have a little bit of downtime here and there with your wife or your husband, but just let go of any hope of, you know, enjoying properly enjoying this world, because scriptures speak about how this ain't our rest. You know, Micah 2:10 says this ain't our rest. You know, it's polluted, man. Especially when our people that are under some heavy curses get together in large congregations, you know, there's bound to be trouble, man. You could end up getting shot by a damn stray bullet. You know, you could be pepper sprayed, or you can get caught up with trouble with the police. You can get into fights. It's just not worth it, man. You could get robbed. You know, our people, when they get together in these concerts and stuff, you saw in that clip, it's just an absolute disgrace, man. So I want to bring out a precept or two, nothing too long, right? Just a few precepts that cross my mind
Speed camera is ahead.
concerning this type of situation, right? So you have to forgive me, I'm driving, but this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, starting at 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons," it says, "brethren," speaking to the elect of Israel, it says, "ye have no need that I write unto you." It says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." You know, it's going to sneak up on us. So we got to be on our best behavior, basically, man. Right? It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." That's not the point I'm getting at. We're going to keep reading. It says in verse 4, it says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness."
Speed camera is ahead.
Ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Okay? So we're not in darkness, man. You know, we're set apart from this world, you know, in every aspect of this world. We are holy, which means to be set apart. And we once were like the world, you know, we once did things of the world and followed after the ways of the world, but now we're not in darkness anymore. So we have to set forth that example as to how to live in this world, man. Because you got to understand that we are the hopeful elect. We're hopefully the future rulers of this world, man. So we need to behave as such, you know. But hanging around these people it's not fit for a king, man. You know, we're nothing like these people, so we got to separate from them, man. Okay, because this is how they behave, and they have no control over that because they're just natural brute beasts. Okay. So it says that we're not in darkness. Let's read verse 5, right? It says, "Ye are all children of the light." That's talking to us in the congregation of the living, right? Us of the hopeful elect. It says, "Ye are all children of the light and children of the day." It says, "We are not of the night nor of darkness." And that's what these people are, man, with their animalistic behavior. Okay? These people are a damn embarrassment to our nation, and we don't represent them. When we say about how we're going to rule the earth, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the biblical Hebrew Israelites, We ain't got them in mind. We ain't representing them. We ain't saying they're coming with us. You know, they're gonna be left here to burn in a lake of fire, man. Okay, and a lot of them are gonna get purged out in this coming judgment after this system collapses, man. Okay, because it is gonna happen. And a lot of people gotta go. They gotta be judged because we're entering into that time. So continuing on in verse 6, it says, "Therefore, let us not sleep as do others." It says, "But let us watch and be sober." So this is our duty, man. This is what we got to do. We don't sleep. These people that are congregating in these large gatherings, they're asleep, okay? Because they're just in La La Land having fun. They're in La La Land having fun, and they're walking quickly towards swift destruction, and they don't even know it, man, okay? But we are sober. We're vigilant. You know, we foresee the evil, and we're hiding ourselves. We ain't joining in the multitude to do evil. We ain't gathering in the congregation of the dead, okay? You know, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying that it's a sin to, you know, go to a festival or something, because it's not. You know, it's just that it's not wise. We got to walk in wisdom. Scriptures say about we should walk wise as serpents, be harmless as doves, right? So we got to walk wise. We got to be circumspect, redeeming the days, redeeming the times, because the days are evil, you know, roughly paraphrasing, man. We're living in some evil times, and you know, it's just not wise to be out there with these people, especially if you're on the highways and hedges preaching as a man of the Lord. That's, you know, that's having the appearance of evil. You know, we must abstain from all appearance of evil, man. As a man of the Lord on the highways and hedges, you don't want to be caught by the same people you've been teaching. One day now you're out in carnival or something, man, just turning up, just looking like you're no different than the world. It's not fitting, man. It's just not suitable. It's you know, and it's not worth it. You should just separate, man. It's not wise to you know, look as if you're you know, no different than the people of the world. We're set apart, and we gotta behave as such, man. Okay? So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there, right? Now, one thing that you can expect is nothing but trouble when too many niggas gather in one place, as I've stated, right? Now I've got another clip I want to show you, right? Because there's this flamer, right? This Mo, blatant Mo, that opened up a hair salon, and you know Eve goes crazy for that weave, man. She goes crazy for that fake hair, them wigs, right? And this, and I ain't gonna lie, Jake did it good. He did it big. He had it popping, man. He had a big business, and he was selling every style and every color of wig that you could think of, and he had it displayed nice. He had a nice setup. I'm gonna show you the video, right? But you know, you already know that there was gonna be nothing but trouble, right? And it got to the point where there was so much chaos happening because so many niggas were gathering. Of course, you had Eve on top of cars twerking, right? You're gonna see that also. Bunch of hyenas, right? Acting a damn fool. And then you're gonna see, you're gonna hear about a baby getting maced. A damn baby, man, getting pepper sprayed. Can you imagine? Man, welcome to Earth. You know what I mean? Hey man, you gotta keep your children away from large crowds like that, man, because even if it's an event that's apparently children friendly, you get too many, Salakia for that background noise, you get too many so-called black people in one place, it ain't safe for children. I don't care if it's a family event, right? Anything could pop off because niggas just don't know how to act, man. Always some beef, or always some trouble or some drama. You know, women love to fight, men love to shoot their guns. It's just nuts. It's a damn embarrassment, man. Alright, Salakia for that. I had a slight interruption where my phone was overheating and it decided to cut me off. So anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna play the video and then I'm gonna speak on it.
Guess what? The wait is over. Friends, stop playing. Tomorrow, the grand opening. The ribbon cutting is at 8 a.m. Come on, follow me. Y'all already see all the wigs, but stay tuned. Y'all see all these gifts? We got 400 bundles we giving away. It ain't ending. When I say 400 bundles, everybody get a bundle. You get a bundle. All these gifts, I'm giving them away to all my friends. So y'all better be here at 8 a.m. I'm not playing. Keep following me. Come on. Y'all see it. Y'all already know Friend is in the motherfucking building and we is not playing. Her Galleria, the one and only. Come on, keep following me. Don't stop. It don't never end, baby. The gifts is here. Everybody get a bundle. On my mama, we got it all for y'all. So 8 a.m., y'all better be here for the ribbon cutting. I'm cutting the ribbon on my new grand opening, Her Galleria, Houston, North Texas. Y'all already know what's going on. It still ain't ended, baby.
Yep, let's go.
We got them gifts, friend. Y'all better be here. Stop playing. 8 a.m. I'm not playing. We're going all day. This is the biggest grand opening you have ever seen.
Hair Galleria wig and weave store in Houston couldn't even stay open for a day because black women decided to act a fool and get it shut down.
All right, y'all, you heard the sheriff. That's when my mom and I were like, you know, we're out of here. It's getting rowdy. There were about 3 ambulances. The sheriff's office was there. My good, it was so rowdy and bad.
Y'all are embarrassing. Jonathan comes down here, opens up a store, and y'all did exactly what he thought y'all was gonna do. He did that on purpose, letting them know that it was gonna be free stuff. He wanted to see y'all act a fool because he got shut down by the city in less than a couple hours of being open.
Mark.
Ladies, we gotta learn how to conduct ourselves better. It makes no sense to fight and play tug of war outside for some wigs.
Houston, baby, y'all are sad. Like, it is no reason why people should have left that place pepper sprayed, ran over by somebody, cars getting broken into, cars having a wreck, cars this, cars that. It never get that deep.
This is insane.
Like, sometimes we gotta act like we got a little more sense. Like,
Y'all don't.
The North Side done shut us down. Stop playing. Y'all done came down and showed out. The police department done shut us down. They said we can't give away no more specials, no more nothing because y'all came out and showed out.
Yeah, so Akim, do you see what I'm saying? We can't have nothing in this kingdom, man, because we're under some heavy curses. And this is why the nations look at us like a damn disgrace. Can you really blame them, right? So this is why we gotta separate from this world, man. Separate from the ways of this world. I just want to read something real quick, because what you just witnessed is part of the curses that we're under in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28. And it says in Deuteronomy 28 and 37, it says, and thou shalt become, it's like I'm just trying to drive and read it at the same time. It says, and thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations. Among all nations whither Yahweh shall lead thee. See? So wherever we've been scattered to during the transatlantic slave trade, wherever we reside right now, if you ain't in the land of Israel, which is your homeland, then you're in the land of your captivity where you've been scattered to, man. So wherever you've been scattered to, you know, these nations look at us like a damn joke. They shake their head, they hiss, they wag their tongue, you know, they shake their head at the door of Zion, the scriptures say, man, because we're a damn joke, you know, in the eyes of these people. They got a whole social media platform called World Star Hip Hop, which is pretty much dedicated to showing our folly, man, because Esau is the accuser of the brethren. So he's always pointing finger and showing the world our folly. This is why you can't really give Esau, you can't be out here giving Esau ammunition to speak reproachfully of us, man. Because when we act the damn fool, we're basically falling into his trap, because he wants the world to see us like that, in a degenerate state, you know, which we are. But you know, you try to clean up your behavior to where, you know, he doesn't have opportunity to speak reproachfully of you and point the finger and stuff, man. But ultimately, you know, is 2/3 are gonna do 2/3 activities, and us that have been washed clean, you know, we're gonna cleave to the ways of the Lord and you know, be a good example to our nation, man. There's nothing but trouble out there. We gotta conduct ourselves in a way that's you know, as righteous as we can possibly be, as holy as we can be, man. Be set apart, especially if you've come into the knowledge of the truth, man. You know, scriptures say to wash yourself clean by the renewing of your mind, you know, roughly paraphrasing, man. Part of that renewing of your mind is to not do the things that you used to do in the world, man, like constantly going to these large gatherings, whether it be carnival, festival, you know, concerts and stuff like that, you know. It's just not worth it, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna play one more clip, because another clip comes to mind where, you know, brothers try to establish some type of business or some type of franchise or whatever. You know, brothers be trying to start an establishment, and then Jake don't know how to act, man, and ruin it for you. You know what I mean? I've seen another video also, where this guy had opened up a restaurant. Sure enough, niggas in there fighting. Next thing you know, tables had been knocked over, chairs been knocked over, places trashed. Police got called out there, apparently threatening to shut down the place. And you see blood all over the floor, man. So yeah, I'll quickly show you that, and then I want to read one more precept, and then I'm gonna close it out. All right.
Thank you, Oakland. I appreciate this shit. All the fucking hard work, 20 years of fucking working. This is what y'all gave me. Thank you, I appreciate it so much. Shit is just great, man. Worked so fucking hard to build this shit. So many fucking late nights, early mornings for this punk ass shit right here. Coward ass, bitch ass shit right here. Thank you. Thank you so fucking much, Oakland. I appreciate that shit, bro. All you niggas with this punk ass, phony ass, dumb ass beef shit y'all got going on, man, I appreciate y'all, bro. Y'all brought that punk ass shit to a fucking restaurant, the only black owned fine dining restaurant that we have. Thank you. Thank you. I give up. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You might as well not even bother trying to start an establishment or something like that. I mean, you can own a business if you want and all that. There's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to trying to you know, take this life too serious and trying to make something of this life, hey, don't get your hopes raised, man, because our people are under some heavy curses. And I guarantee if you got too many damn niggas in your establishment, you know, it ain't gonna ruin it for you, man. It ain't gonna last 5 minutes. Right? Now, I said that was my last precept, but I actually want to close it out. You know, I quoted it earlier, but I want to actually bring the precept out. This is Micah. This is Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." So this place is polluted, man. and our people are polluted because we're under heavy curses, man. So don't expect too much from this place, man, because it is going in tears. All right, so on that note, man, I'm closing out. I want to give all honor, praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash, Shalom.